So when Dad and I like mow here or at my sister's, he doesn't ever want to run the lawnmower. I've tried and tried and tried to get him to run the lawnmower. No. He grabs the trimmer. Now, last week at my sister's house, he's like, I'll trim until you get done mowing. And I said, yeah. And he goes, then I will
go home.
No. And then he goes, I'll give you the trimmer and I'm going to do a little bit of spraying. Because my sister's got like her back fence, and then technically their property keeps going down to a creek eventually. But there's some like flat land there, and it's just being like overgrown with junk. And over the winter, Dad and a couple of my brothers and brother-in-law, they went out there and like cleaned it up a little bit. Well, you know, why let it go back to junk? Might as well try to keep it. So Dad was going to do a little spraying. So I had to trim like the backyard at my sister's house. That was terrible. Llama, what's going on? How are you? They built the prototype in the 90s. Gotcha. Interesting.
Took that guy here to get down here.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
So for the fireworks show, you want to do it in like sections or just one big platform?
Well, you see, I was kind of thinking like timers, or like maybe Rust Plus switches, like switches you can.
That's what I've got right now. I've got
smart
a Rust
switches
Plus just to run the.
I don't know. There's a lot of like trial and error that needs to happen if you catch my drift, you know.
Well, that's why I was asking, because yesterday I just put them all on one switch.
Yeah.
But I don't think you want your show to just blow up all at once.
I mean, I've always said if I win the lottery, I'm paying for a fireworks show that goes off all at once on purpose.
No, we could do.
But no, like I would like to have kind of where it starts maybe a little slow, and then like, you know, another switch gets thrown and it ramps up even more, and it ramps up more and ramps up more, you know.
And then just everything left over goes off.
And then it's just all out warfare, you know.
Yeah.
Beer helmets and all, you know.
Oh.
Too bad, Sam. Beer helmets and all.
You know what I did just for giggles last night was I put 4 lasers around the platform.
Nice.
They were kind of sick, not gonna
lie. I'm cool with putting some lasers and stuff out there. Ambush Bomb, we're achievement hunting. And I use the term kind of loose because like today's focus isn't really achievements. Today is just, we need to make money, and we had an issue with the save and we kind of lost like 8 hours of work from Saturday. So today would be just try to get like kind of back to where we were. We're not going to get 100% back because, well, we had like a lot of people in here Saturday and we did like a ton of contracts. So one of the achievements is 50 contracts. So I guess in a way I'm working towards that right now. You know? So yeah. Yeah, if I win the lottery, I'm paying to have a firework display in my town or in St. Louis or somewhere. I don't know. But I'm legitimately going to put on a firework display for my town. Why not? And purposely, like, not let people anywhere near it, obviously, because we have to be safe. So I don't know where we would actually do it. But anyway, I'll figure out a way, a place.
Michigan, there's nothing there.
Do what?
Michigan.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sure. But yeah, pay for it to purposely all go off at one time and just have a big old ka-chow, you know? I would love to see that.
Oh, sorry, John.
Like in real life, you know? I've seen videos, yes, but I would love to see that with my own eyes. I just think that'd be the most magical, like, 20 seconds ever, you know? I'm just saying. I think it would be incredible. But yeah, so basically, Ambush Bomb, yes, we are doing some bales. We're not doing like 100,000 or anything silly like that, but from time to time, we are going to bail. Because bailing is fun. I enjoy bailing. Sometimes.
The other John, I was trying to grab the Yager wagon, or the gravity wagon, to stop it for
An
us.
RPG counts as a firework?
Mal_Scott_ cheered Dex 100, cause baby, you're a firework, come on, show him what you're worth, make him go, oh, oh, oh.
Scott, thanks for the bits. Boom, boom, boom. I saw this years ago in Indiana. Gotcha. Cause baby, you're a firework. I shouldn't sing that.
You really shouldn't.
Yeah, I know. Boom, boom. I know it'll get used against me in Switch Clip Court of Law, you know.
Copyright laws.
Yeah, because I'm worried about Katy Perry coming after me.
I would. Just don't turn on the auto tune.
I don't have it on. I don't have it.
Or the AI.
Oh, have it.
You see what I sent you?
I did, Carson. That's rude,
So I didn't say it.
but funny. That's funny. They blew up a firework inside of a brand new fire truck. That's sad. Wow. Just wow.
Well, good thing they had water on board already.
Brand new fire truck was destroyed. Oh, that's rough. That's an insurance claim, huh?
The big hefty one, yeah.
Speaking of fireworks, do you see South Metro finally put up, or not fireworks, fire trucks? South Metro put up a video finally.
I was like, oh my god.
I was like, I didn't even know I was still subbed to them.
I was serious. I was actually like thinking that like a few days ago. I was like,
Did YouTube unsub? Like,
because like
that happens.
I forgot what happened, but like there was a fire truck or something. I was,
Oh,
like I
that
passed
made you
a fire
think of them.
truck. I was like, wonder if like they just fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Like,
That
and
apartment
then all
fire
of a
was
sudden
kind of
there's
real.
just a video there, and I'm like,
You see they have
like
crawlings of their
following-
tender finally? Or not tender, their tiller.
Taylor. They did.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I did, yeah. I watched up until they do patch shout-outs. 'cause
Once
I
they
just-
do the patches, I clicked out of it.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
I mean, I could really care
That's good.
Plus. But no. Eric's got his own channel now.
Does he really?
Yeah. Eric
Wait.
Hurst.
Oh, that Eric. I thought you meant like Eric.
Eric.
Wrong Eric. Sorry. I didn't know
Oh.
that. I don't know about
Does
your
ride
laws.
He
I
did,
mean, here's the thing. If you go out, like, you know, in a remote enough place, there's no laws. There's no laws. If you go out remote enough place. Maybe I have to go out to the middle of, like, Wyoming or something to make this happen. I don't know. But if I win the lottery, who cares? I'd have, like, hundreds of millions of dollars. I can make it happen.
he'll just have enough money he doesn't need
Yeah.
people to tell him what he
I
can
don't
and
care.
can't do.
So, I mean, yeah, I may not be able to do it here in my town, obviously, which, you know, thinking about it, yeah, probably wouldn't be a good idea, but, like, you go out far enough, there's no laws. Speaking of the no laws, you know, remember when White Claws were a thing?
No
And,
laws
like-
when you're drinking claws.
And, that whole no laws, you know, that was just a dude that made a YouTube video, right? And White Claw actually, like, went after him because they're like, dude, somebody's going to get hurt, and they're going to be like, well, there's no laws, baby, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
And then sue them.
Yeah.
Something they never said.
Yep. We want to send this guy to the hit it Fergie. What's the homestead?
Main silo load and unload.
What's the homestead called? What category is that under? Main farm? Oh,
Main farm.
Main farm. I kind of don't want to send it there. I want to send it just like other place in the homestead. I don't really care where it goes.
Well,
So
send it to Field 45 then.
why?
That's
I just
the
placed
homestead.
100 igniters.
You just placed 100 igniters.
Yeah.
Lit. $2,000. Really, Amish Mom? Holy cow. Fireworks are, well, kind of legal where I live. It depends. On the 3rd and 4th, they're legal from like whatever time to whatever time, but nobody listens to it. And the scanner, like the police scanner, will be nothing but firework calls, but they can't keep up with all of them. So, yeah. There is technically no laws in that part of Yellowstone. Yes, I know all about that spot in Yellowstone. I've heard about it. Because if you followed the what was it, the Gabby Petito thing, like when that was a big story, they talked about that spot in Yellowstone quite a bit.
This is legit.
What?
He's not even underneath my spout, but yet just triggering the trigger
Oh wow.
to unload, but he's not even near me.
All right. I think I need a bigger tractor, chat. Oh, people go to Wyoming for mortars. Gotcha. Yeah, you definitely have to watch with, like, because you're in Colorado, right, Amish Mom, with all the fires and stuff that can happen out there, like, so fast. So fast. Now, actually, if we don't get much, we don't get more rain between now and the 4th, it might be a busy fire season around St. Louis. Although, actual St. Louis should be okay, because they had, like, 3 to 5 inches of rain the other day, so. Around these parts, though, could be a problem, chat. Wow, Vegas Bowl. Yeah, there's literally no laws in that. Like, you can, yeah, it's got a whole history about it. Yeah, it's a whole thing. A lot of fires for fireworks are improper disposal, yeah. I mean, how many people, not even fireworks, but how many people have taken their, ashes from their barbecue pit or a fireplace in their house, and they put them in a plastic trash can on their wooden deck out behind their house? You know what I'm saying? And then they, like a couple hours later, or even the next day, there was a house in our town last year. It was 24 hours later. Burned the whole deck off the house and like the whole back of the house. Yeah. Yes, yeah, exactly. Because nobody lives there, there's technically no laws. That's the arch in a new Bethesda game. Starfield. Interesting, Vegas Bowl. Looks really cool. Looks a little holy, though. Just saying. Guy burned leaves and then put them in his Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So I don't think these.
All right, let's unload. All right. I'm at 99% of another bale, chat. Dang it, Bobby. There's like no skippers up here either. Oh, well, that's our baler. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Our baler. Guys, it's all good, by the way. Just, it's all good, guys. Yeah, we just the thing I will say, and I know that there's not promotion going on. It's fine. The mods are very sensitive about it, and I agree because they they got it from me. You do get those people that come in here all the time and are like, hey, check me out, and it's like, it's so rude, that's the big thing that the mods are just trying to stop. So it's all good. It's all good, y'all. But we definitely, I guess the thing is, we've had so many people over the years try it. And honestly, it just gets annoying. It's like, I would never go in anybody else's stream and do it, so like, it's just something the mods watch out for very, very closely. We'll put it that way. Because, yeah.
Well, we did have an issue with the Massey, but I just moved his point a little ahead.
Massey. Okay.
Just 'cause
Oh, for dumping because it had 2 trailers. Yeah.
for well, I also thought it was because of the grate, the size of the grate.
Okay. It's probably just the fact that he has 2 trailers. By the way, speaking of Railroads Online, we played that game last night for a total of... How long did we play, Trent? Like 6 hours? Because we played after stream. And
Probably, I mean, but essentially called it quits at midnight.
we didn't run... So yeah, about 6 hours. We didn't run the extension last night and never had a single crash. I was so happy with that. Insane. Trying to get official streams. I would love to partner up with it. I would. For railroads? Heck yeah. I love railroads, and anybody that comes in and are like talking about, you know, possibly getting it, I'm always 1000% pick up railroads. It is a fun game. Yeah. I would be down to do some official content or whatever for them. You betcha. Big question. How to set that up? They're dragging their heels. Gotcha. The big thing that I would, my 2 cents, which I know nobody cares, but we're having this conversation. The big thing that I would make sure not to do.
Make a lousy production out of it.
Maybe getting a small update, but you can't say more than that. That's all good. Not what, Carson?
Not make a lousy production out of it.
Well, there's that. But my thing is another game that I might have been involved with a little bit, but like nothing official. It was all unofficial. It became like the old boys club. Like either you're in the club or you're absolutely out of the club and you're like shunned. You know, and if you're friends with the person that's in charge of the club, then you're in the club. But if you're not, like, you know, bending over backwards to kiss his hind end, you're not in the club. And I think that's the problem with, well, you know, chat. But I think that's the whole problem, is that, like, I'm not going to go out of my way to bend over backwards to impress a community manager. I don't care. You know, I'm going to play what I want to play at the end of the day, you know? So. Another modeler with about as much modeling experience. Nice. Nice. We've played the 4X Elm Creek before, and it's a good time, but I was just kind of ready to come back to just a regular size map. I've been enjoying the big thing with the regular size maps. So why did I go that way? I could have just come down the highway, whatever. The big thing with the regular size maps is I really like how they run. You know, I get frame rate on 4X maps, or regular size maps. 4X maps, I still maintain to this day that Farm Sim is not designed for anything over a regular size map. And it's just odd, in my opinion. And it's like, you know, the frame rate starts to tank, at least for me, on bigger maps, and they don't run on servers like they should. So the Spirit, I have not seen that train. No, I have not seen that train. I have not. Sounds cool though. But yeah, that would be interesting. Oh, did I just unload those bales on the... I sure did. Okay, let's hit that button again. Let's do that. There we go. By the way, I just saw that DM from Leonard. That's funny. Oh man, the missing sub, yes. Just an art project? Interesting. We did hear about the missing sub, yes. I don't know, Bear. I mean, it's worth a shot. I'm gonna do a server anyway, you know. Yeah.
Hey John, if you can, just put your pipe away so when we both need it. I got you.
Yes, I do know about the sub at the Titanic. Yes. You
didn't hear about
downloaded
the, sub there, John?
Hang on, what? What?
I was gonna be that one person like what we did with the tractor burning.
Oh, you downloaded Stevie's 4X Elm Creek. It's so glitchy, it's unplayable. Did you give it like 10 or 15 minutes? Because most likely it's a shader issue. Most likely a shader issue, and it'll get better after you load all the shaders. Like, just give it a few minutes. Don't forget to complain about the lack of markers for loading. I'm not going to complain about that. Here, far, wherever you are, too early. Oh my god. Did you guys see that sub's controlled with like an old Logitech PlayStation controller? It kind of looked like a mix between a Logitech and a PlayStation controller. That's how they control the sub.
I heard that, or read something about that the people at the company that are like in charge of it.
Yeah.
That they're just kind of not caring about it.
Really?
They just don't really seem that they're putting much effort into it.
Considering their founder and CEO is in the sub, you would think they would care.
But I saw something about that. I was like, that doesn't really make sense. That like they've got that much net worth of people down there, and they just
don't care.
Eat.
Maybe they're all jerks, and maybe it was like a on purpose thing. I don't know.
They're gonna fake their own deaths.
Maybe they don't like the guy. Exactly. Oh, hello, train. Hello, train. Hello, train, my old friend.
What? The publicity stunt.
It could. I mean, you never know, man. Right? I mean, I would hope not, considering like all the militaries and coast guards and stuff are involved. I'm just wondering, like, if that sub lost control completely, like, what's the chance that it like crashed into
the
Titanic and like ruined it? You know?
Oh my god.
Made a part of the Titanic.
Like, I just wonder, you know. One of the controllers was an Xbox controller. That's awesome. Going off the rails on a crazy train. All right.
No, Massey, no.
Conspiracy theory, their own boss maybe got lost on purpose. You never know. Did you know? Okay, so listen to this one. The communication for that sub to the mothership was text messages. That's how they would know, like, oh, they need to go down 10 more feet or to the right. Was text.
That thing's like another 10 years from being like, you know, ready, right?
It's not certified by anybody, so yeah. Urban. Oh. That would be crazy. I mean, I hope if nothing else they find them, you know, obviously for like give families closure, because I'm assuming by now it's probably, you know. Yeah. Oh, I agree, Ambush Mom. I don't think that we should you know, we talked about this last night. Like, if I had $250,000 to spend, the last thing I would ever think of was like, hey, let me go jump in a metal tube and go down and see the Titanic. You know, I'd want to go to space.
Titanic doesn't have that good of a track record of catching this.
Oh, they still have till like tomorrow morning on their air, but still, like, they're going to be so dehydrated. You know, unless they're drinking their pee, which they probably are if they're alive. Nothing says that. I mean, it could have.
It literally looks like they took like a propane tank from like the farm, like
pretty
one
much
of the big ones, and they put a cap on it, like a really strong cap door.
Yeah, I believe tomorrow morning sometime is when they're supposed to be.
I thought it was
like
Thursday morning was when they were out.
It was like up to 96 hours, so.
I think they were saying like Thursday morning.
They're bringing up more stuff for a museum. Yeah, I don't think we should be doing that, honestly. Like, we've brought up enough stuff from the Titanic. Just let it be. You know?
Yeah.
Just let it be. And I've been to a museum. We had, like, there was a traveling thing that came through St. Louis. And that was, like, fascinating. But, like, just let it be. Yeah. Yeah, so it's 2.5 hours down, 2.5 hours up, and then it was supposed to be like 7 hours down there, so. Yeah. See, I don't know how you can go. I guess it depends on how people are breathing, right? Because it's anywhere between 70 and 96 hours.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that depends if people are like panicking or breathing heavy, you know? If everybody's like calm, I could see them last the whole 96 hours, I guess, but I don't know. Yeah. And not to mention it's really cold down there too, you know?
Hey, John, are you waiting for him or?
Wait, do watch right?
Noticed it. John was just a little full.
Oh. I don't know about them having to close the museum in St. Louis because of getting stuff wet. But when it was here years and years and years ago, it was inside of a thing at our science center, actually in like an inflatable dome. Yeah. What are they doing now? Haven't heard. The lockup of the baler. What? Waller, what's going on? How are you? Yeah, I do think we just need to, you know, let the Titanic be the Titanic, you know? I'll get here. I'll get. I got a little bit of a sore throat today. I'm gonna find some cough drops when I take my 3 o'clock break here in a little bit. But other than that, I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Oh, the pickup. Yeah, this baler has been slightly enhanced. Because
Enhanced realism.
the problem with balers and farm sim is their pickup head is very narrow. And even in-game combines, if you get the big ones, you can't pick up the whole pass in one go. So this one has been slightly modified for us. So yeah. You just watched the Titanic musical in a local theater. Okay. Interesting. Pressure's just scary. Yeah, I could see that being unnerving, yeah. That's awful.
It's like they can't just get out and swim up.
Well, and that's the other thing, like, they can't get out even if they're at the surface. Because it's closed with tools from the outside.
Mm-hmm.
So even if they are just bobbing along in the ocean, they're stuck in there. So, like, they couldn't open it to get fresh air.
Yeah.
You know, so... Yeah, it's a bad situation all around. And honestly, it's probably as soon as it lost communication, it was probably done at that point. Let's just be real. You know? Apparently they use Starlink to help track it too, is what I heard. But I don't know if that just means like on the ship itself they have Starlink or what. Yeah, that's all my TikTok feed was last night, by the way. When I opened TikTok, that's all that I saw was stuff about the sub. Like, no normal TikTok stuff, just sub. That was kind of sad. But hopefully, you know, at least they can find them, even if they are, they're all gone. And then I assume this company will, probably have to shut their doors and be done. But I guess, you know, when you're doing stuff like this, accidents do happen, and I hate to say it is what it is, but sometimes it is what it is, you know? Yeah. Clancy. Yeah, we come. It was happened fast. Oh wow, that's crazy. Waller, there is a tiny submarine that apparently they've done this over the past couple of years too, but they send it down to the Titanic, and basically they're giving tours for $250,000 a piece to go down and basically float around the Titanic for a couple hours, like 6 hours. But it went missing yesterday morning, so yeah. They just started a search 39 minutes ago. Okay. Yeah, because that was one of the theories I heard was like, what if they're just trapped at the bottom? Like, what if that thing just went and it's down, but they're fine, you know? It's like, man, can you imagine just like having no hope when you're in that situation, you know? So
It's not like they know really what's going on either.
they have no communication with the outside world, yeah. Yeah, so actually the CEO and founder of the company was on board. He's one of them. So, because apparently he even said, apparently 60 Minutes did an interview with the guy last year, and I've seen several clips of it. I kind of want to go watch the whole interview. But he goes, yeah, I stand behind my thing. I'll always be on the first dive every time. That was the first dive of the year, so. The controller batteries died, wow. They actually keep extra controllers on board. They keep spares. They don't just have one. They have multiples. And the interesting thing is apparently they will let like other people, like there's not a pilot per se. Apparently like once you're down, anybody can take control of it and drive it around. Which is kind of cool.
One thing I saw too is they might just be fine. They just might have got like stuck in the wreckage.
Yeah, well, apparently there's a rumor about a fishing net too, possibly, or yeah, there's just a whole crazy when you know the math. Wow, John, that's crazy, man. Yeah, that was actually something I heard last night where they were like, you know, the U.S. Coast Guard / military is like contacting other departments and agencies being like, you know, don't tell us your secret stuff, but like, you got something that can go down there or no? Like, because everybody's going to keep, you know, at least something under wraps, right? You know? That is true as well, Bert. We may never know. We may never, they may not find them. You know, talk about a needle in a haystack here. You know, we're talking about a 20-foot long submarine in an ocean that could be anywhere and not just like surface or at the bottom. Like, I guess it could be like
in between that,
it could be anywhere.
Difference.
Yeah. Like, that's crazy. You know, crazy to think about that. It could legitimately be anywhere.
Just saying though, to get in a tube to like propane tank tube.
Yeah, that takes a different person, you know?
Yeah, no.
I'm going like maybe like 20 feet under. That's it, you know? Maybe 100 at most, but like that's it. I don't need to go 12,000 feet down. Or whatever it is. Yeah, 12,500 feet.
I'd rather fly on Jeff's rocket thing than that.
Yeah.
Which that guy also did, that British guy. Did you see that?
What?
He flew on Bezos.
Oh, yeah, I heard they were on, yeah, one of the guys was, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If implosion happened, it would, oh, yeah. That is also true, yeah, yeah. Wow.
Has the thing ever been down there before?
This sub has been down before, yes. They have gone down over the past 2 years with the same sub. I believe the same sub. And a lot of the information is sketchy. They're like, well, we think that this person's on board based on, he was excited on social media the other day about going. We think it was this sub, but like, we're not really sure. And it's like, how do you not know who's on board? Like, surely that company would like know.
This company's kind of sus.
And they're like, It is carrying around 5 people. No, either it's carrying 5 people or it's not. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just weird.
Mad sus, yo.
I know. Like, just be transparent. Give all that information out. The families know that their loved ones were on board. Let's be real. You know?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Go up to him and just like, oh yeah, by the way,
Yeah.
your uncle's on this. For like
A sub that went too deep in the 60s. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's a picture of the founder and CEO guy holding that controller in Discord. The company won't let it out. I mean, true. I don't know. It's just kind of shady in a way to me. The whole thing seems weird. But also, like I keep saying, if I had $250,000 to spend, I would definitely spend it on other things. Just saying. I would not want to go see the Titanic and be all depressed and stuff, because that's just sadness at the bottom of the ocean. Let's be real.
yeah.
I would assume so, but that sub is also not approved by anybody. And, like, there's no regulatory, you know, they're out in international water. There's no, like, government out there, you know?
What even is like the wreckage anyways?
Yeah, MH370. True. This is Elm Creek. We've been playing it for a week now or something.
Where even is the wreckage?
The what?
Where even is the Titanic at? I know it's in the water.
It's off the coast of Nova Scotia. I forget how many miles away from Boston they said.
Boston's like the closest place to it.
It's a Logitech PS3 controller from 2010. Oh my god. The North Atlantic, yeah. Chris, it's going, man. We had a little issue with our save and we lost like 8 hours of work from Saturday, but other than that, the map is coming along well. It's a little slow because of that, but that's okay. Yeah. Turns out having 2 Steam accounts on your computer with the same game is maybe not the best idea ever. So I'll take care of that for next time, or after today. I'll basically make a copy of the save. But yeah, Flight 370, Malaysian Air Flight 370. Nobody, we still don't have a clue where that thing went.
No.
Ever.
Yeah. But yet there's a Netflix series about it, right?
There was a really good Netflix doc about it, yeah. There you go, 435 off of Newfoundland. Dad, I'm not struggling. It was a joke. Newfoundland. Knife. Yeah, you know, that place. Samsonite. I was way off. Oh, man. Trent, where'd you go? You go up north to Harvest? You heading that way now, it looks like?
He's delivering grain.
Oh, you gonna harvest 10 or now?
You want to?
I mean, you might as well. Right?
Oh.
Now, there were pieces that were found. I mean, there was that one guy, if you watch that Netflix documentary, for some reason, that one guy, he could go anywhere and he could find a piece of that plane. But there are some interesting things about his past, too. So it's like, eh. You know? Maybe the sub got wrapped up in the curse of Oak Island. Wow. Unfortunately, you know, as time goes on with this thing, like, I would say we're probably just, I mean, I hope I'm wrong, but I would say we're just probably never going to know. You know, they're only going to look farm for so many days. Especially once they're after the air, you know, window runs out. And we may never know. Unfortunately, we'll never know. And then you got to think about their families. Like, you know, that has to suck.
I bet lawsuits will ensue.
Probably. Although they probably signed their life away. If you got sugar beets in this field, nice. Good sized field for sugar beets. Heck yeah. But yeah, it'll probably turn out like the Malaysian airline flight. We'll just never know. And it sucks. And that was something in that Netflix documentary they really hit home on. Was, you know, talking to the families and showing videos of the families and stuff. Because, you know, obviously if a plane just vanished like that, obviously the airline just didn't have any information. But, you know, there was a lot of weird stuff with that one. Like, oh, it went north. No, it went south. No, it went west. And they don't really have a clue, let's be real. That or somebody does know, but, like, I don't know. It's just weird how with all the technology we have in this world that a commercial airliner could just go poof.
Right.
And that's it. It's gone. Like, how does that happen? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But anyway. It's aliens, man. Definitely aliens. Or something. Something like that. We are going to store them somewhere at the animal dealer, Sean. Just off to the side of the sell point or somewhere where they won't sell. USSR shot it down, yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Whenever there's an unexplained anything, Vigorous Bold, aliens. Need to call up Mulder and Scully, you know. Get him out there. Where's Art Bell at? Is Art Bell still alive? Is Art Bell still alive? Chat, do you guys know who Art Bell is? Art Bell used to be the GOAT, man. He was weird, but like, you know. Yeah. Oh, you're saying like over the United States, Wallard? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I would, yeah. Yeah, I would assume that wouldn't happen over U.S. airspace, yeah. Art Bell died in 2013? Oh. I didn't know that. I used to remember being out with Dad and like sometimes it would be we would be coming home from the farm kind of late, you know, 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and Coast to Coast AM would be on with Art Bell. He'd be talking about aliens and stuff. We're just like, dude, it's just sick, you know. Good old Art Bell. Oh, what's his name took over for Art? I can't remember the other guy's name, but he was from St. Louis, or at least he worked in St. Louis before he took over for Art Bell. Coast to Coast was great. I love me some Coast to Coast back in the day. My brother that goes by First Time, he was all about Coast to Coast back in the day. He would listen to it like every night. You betcha. Yeah, and that's not the first time. That's not the first time that stuff like that's happened, and I'm not saying like in the DC area, but there was one. Oh God, it was a pro golfer. There was a pro golfer that was on a plane that did the same thing where it went unresponsive, and they ended up like scrambling jets, and everybody was passed out. George George Norris, wasn't it? Norris? George Norris? Yeah. Payne
Yeah, something
Stewart.
like that.
There you go. Payne Stewart, yeah.
They think it was like some oxygen regulator thing in the back of the plane.
Well, I mean, do they actually know? Because it like crashed and chow, you know? Yep, but yeah, that was, I mean, that kind of stuff, it has happened, unfortunately. But, I mean, hey, man, airplanes are a lot safer than cars, but like, you know, stuff can still go wrong, you know? It's mechanical, it can have an issue. You know? I mean, hell, you can like fall in a sinkhole walking down the street. So, I mean, everything's dangerous, you know? Freak. Yep. Unfortunately, it happens. It's all dangerous. Everything's dangerous, you know? Everything's dangerous. I know the air industry is generally very safe, though. I mean, hell, look at, you know, trains. They've been around forever, and they're still dangerous, you know? Saying. Yeah, exactly. Well, yep. I remember when that was going on, though. I remember watching, like, live coverage of that one, the Payne Stewart one. Yep. Yep, it was definitely a thing. Wait, what year was that in, chat? What year was that Payne Stewart one? I feel like it's been a while. You're pretty weird. Jimmy, what's up? How are you? 1999? Wow. Oh, hey, Jimmy read the title. I think he's the first one. Thanks, Jimmy. First one to say anything, anyway. How about that? Yep, 1999. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, definitely, Waller. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, when you look back at, like, you know, the Wright brothers to what we have nowadays, it's crazy. And of course, through any, you know, disaster, the big takeaway always is and should be, you know, how can we make sure this doesn't happen again? You know, like send in tiny subs to Titanic. How do we make sure that doesn't, you know, just don't do it, you know? Yeah. Fly to New Zealand. Got you, Waster. I'm sorry. But, you know, even like in say NASCAR, you know, Dale Earnhardt died, and that sport has become like a whole different thing now, you know? Yeah. They're still taking reservations. They're taking reservations for future. Boy, because, man, this makes me want to jump in a sub that has had a failure. And it wouldn't be the same one, obviously, but... Wow. That's crazy, Vegas Bull. You think that would have been the first thing that, you know, some IT guy shut down at that company? Like, hey, maybe we don't take people's reservations for future. Like, let's see how this plays out first, you know? I did hear something about, like, it's not the first time they've lost communication with that sub. Apparently, they lost communication for a couple hours before. And then they're just like, yeah, whatever. It's a couple hours. No big deal. They're fine. What? No. Oh. Close out the previous crew. Oh. 3 weeks booked on work. Waster. That's awesome, man. Enjoy your trip. Yes, they're not debt free. You know, the other thing you got to think, like, man, how much, and I know it doesn't matter because they're trying to perform, you know, a rescue mission, but like, how much money is being spent by all these different government agencies? And even there's private vessels out looking too, you know, but all these different agencies are spending millions and millions and millions of dollars, you know, to get all these assets out there and to look and all this stuff. The company should have to pay for that. My opinion. Like, we should be able to issue them a bill regardless of the outcome. Just saying. Already, definitely not. No, right? Right? So that's my opinion anyway. I think the company should have to pony up for all that. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? I'd hate to think how much that, or how much they spent for the Malaysian flight. Oh my goodness. I know it doesn't matter when it comes to, you know, rescuing people. I understand that, but oh, so much money. Realistically. Yep. $1 million a day. I would every bit of that. Yeah. I would assume. If not more. If not more. I mean, if nothing else, I guess it is like, you know, it's a good, I don't want to say training, but like it's good to put skills to use, you know? So, Wallard, if you want to join, we can find something for you to do. Yeah. We lost about 8 hours of work from Saturday, so, you know, there's stuff to do. I will say we're probably not going to do all the contracts like we did the other day. But we're going to harvest 10. That's next on the agenda. And go ahead and bale it and stuff too. And then after that, we're probably going to fast time for our own fields. And we only have a couple right now. Well, actually, we'll fast time a day first for the canola. And then we'll fast time for the soy. And hopefully we can buy that other field too today. We'll see if we can buy that or not. As of right now, just barely, but I think we have a loan we can take too, so. Yeah. Field, and the field nice to it. Oh yeah, the AI will jump, yeah. Got half a tank of wheat from another. That's awesome. That's funny. Like, oh, I better get over here in the right lane. I'm the slow guy. Let me get over here on the shoulder. No shoulder. Sounds got speed in that JCB. Although the Fenton zip's long too, just not as much as the old JCB. Airfield 10's 20% complete already. How's that a thing? You're dumping your grain, okay. I was like, how is that a thing? There's no way we've harvested that much. Alright, so I'm just gonna...
That's interesting.
Park this baler. What's up?
Field 1 through 20 only has field 13 through 20.
Really?
There's no 1 through 12.
Oh. Yeah, you're right.
Fakeidiac just resubscribed for 18 months. Hey, how is everyone doing?
Huh.
Well, can I have a temperature everything?
Hey, Diag, we're doing well. How are you? Trent, they're in default. 1 through 12's up in default. They never got moved down. I can move them, can I? Edit mode. Hang on, I got you. I got it. Should go in there. Should go there. Go in there. That's kind of funny. They never got moved down. I was like, surely they're here somewhere. 1 through 12. Yeah, they all go in there. Okay. That's just weird. Hang on, chat. I see y'all talking over there. I will catch up with you in a second. I swear I'm concentrating. Sorry. All right. Grab the other carbine. All right. I am on my way. Howdy. Welcome. And y'all, Fake Yak, thanks for the 18-month resub. Do appreciate it. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Thanks for the follow in chat. As well. You love watching my dreams. What? Gaming with Carson. Hi. How are you?
What?
I game with Carson sometimes too. What did I click to move him? Okay, Dirty Diesel. I was like, what? You like watching my dreams? What?
What?
You what, Carson?
What?
I said, there's a person in chat gaming with Carson. I said, I game with Carson sometimes too.
Oh, that's cool.
An emergency beacon was discussed but never installed. Oh my god, Vigorous Bull. Trent, drop the straw. What did I click to move them around? So I was in edit mode, which is the little thing here. And then if you open them up, you can move stuff around then. Yeah. You can definitely move stuff around once you're in edit mode. You got to be in edit mode first.
On east-west.
Okay. What was your...
2789.
20... What was it? 27 what?
2789.
2789. Alright, I'm locked in on that number. You've put so many hours in this game, but you just found... Oh yeah, you gotta change the wheel configurations on stuff. That's the fun part sometimes. You betcha. Your waypoints are all a mess on your map. Yeah, that's how you do it. Edit mode is your friend sometimes. And your enemy. Don't mess with edit mode too much, because you'll, you know, you can break everything. No problem, Mister. No problem. Rats. The company is not exactly cooperating with authorities. Respect my authority. Waller, did you get all the mods? There are new mods as well. Same link, just new folder. I don't know if you got all those. I know you're having trouble joining. It's welcome to Farm Sim 22. Joining is terrible. Pretty much the way it is. Just found that. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, you're creating it all yourself? Okay. Then I will flat out say, Waster, that folders are your friend. Folders are definitely your friend. Because can you imagine having all this where, like, you had to scroll through all the fields? No. Folders are your friend. You better believe it. Are we running auto drive or are we manually tipping? Auto drive. Field 10, eh? Yeah. Alright. You steal your tipper away, Trent? Oh, I think he's locked onto you right now, so never mind. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Vigorous Bull. Quit reading about it then, man. If it's upsetting you, don't read it. Don't read it. John, I'm not surprised. Not surprised. I got you, Waster. I got you, man. That's funny. New mods are downloading. There's one of them over there. Trent's in it. That cleaner combine. The Silver Cedar. The shed on wheels. Aiden, what's up? New chatter, how are you? I'm gonna go cut a land chat. Trent.
Come on, Massey. Come on.
Come on, little Massey. Come on. Or something. Be dropping straw chat.
Oh, yeah. I've made it around almost.
I don't know about anything with the by the water tower. I don't know anything about that, no. Nope. Alright, chat, we're doing it. We're doing it. Yeah, John, if you want to run temper, that's fine. Until we get enough straw, we can then run the baler, but it's fine. Ugh. Goodness. Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy. It seems like, honestly, this whole thing is just somebody that had an idea, right? That had a lot of money, has had whatever, a lot of money, got other people with a lot of money to give him a lot of money for this idea of this thing, but it doesn't, it just, I'm sure there's some safeties and stuff, but it just doesn't seem like, you know, when you're doing this, safety should be the #1 priority. You know, not anything else. Safety should be #1 when it comes to a submarine. Let's be real, you know? So it just doesn't, from everything I've heard and seen and stuff last night, just doesn't seem like safety was their #1 priority. It seemed like money was, and well, see where that's gotten them, you know? To not have an emergency beacon, you know, after being lost for 5 hours last year, really? How difficult would an emergency beacon really be to install? I'm just saying. Yeah. In-house test it, yeah. I can see wanting to have like a third-party company, you know, test it too. That would definitely make sense. But, you know, it is what it is, you know. It's unfortunate. That's what it really is, you know. You feel bad for the families, you know. But obviously going into something like this, you know that that's a possibility. That doesn't make it any better. You know, it's like getting on a spacecraft, you know. Yeah, it's dangerous. It could very easily kill you. But everybody that is going onto there, they know that's a possibility. So, it's just a whole thing. Just a whole thing, you know. Automatically launches a beacon that floats up. Ah, gotcha. I could see that, Vigorous Bull. Yeah. So the farm-used propane tank technology is so new that they can't? Okay. Because that's what the thing kind of looks like. It looks like a propane tank. With a little toilet on the one end. They have a curtain they hang. And they play some music for you, you know. Yeah, I don't know about this whole thing, you know. I don't know why anybody would actually want to go see the Titanic, I guess. It's my thing. I guess you could be one of very, very, very few people to say that you did it. I don't know.
But at what cost? Almost dying 5 times?
Right? You don't think multiplayer likes you? Oh, God, Various Bull. I was actually watching some King of the Hill the other day. Yesterday. It was the one where they talked about Hank's narrow urethra. All I'm gonna say. It was funny though. It was a very, very, very funny episode. Oh man. Okay, Wallert, if that's the issue, that is a known thing. The only way for us to fix it is to restart the game. Which I can do when I take my 3 o'clock break, like, you know, here in 2 seconds. Yeah. Where do we get those nice JM wagons? I can't tell you that right now. I can't tell you where we got them from, sorry. Couple of the auto. I don't know what our issue is, but as long as we restart the game, we're fine. It's good. I'll restart it, Wallert. Not a problem. Oh, man. I need to take my break anyway, you know. So what I'll probably do is I'll hire my combine. And then when I get back, we'll just drop the game real fast and restart it. It's not a big deal. It takes like 2 seconds, you know. After all the crashing we had last Friday from railroads, which wasn't railroads, it's the extension. Like I'm totally used to like restarting games while I'm streaming. It's fine. It was all the extension. Actually, it wasn't the extension. It was the extension opened in a web browser. Yeah. Yeah. Boom, when I come back from my break, we can work through GPS and we can work through auto drive or even just the in-game AI helper if you like. Yeah, we can work through all that. Think of some like very specific scenarios and questions, and when I come back from my break, I'll be happy to run you through that. But I am going to take my break and I'll be back in a second, guys.